and the privilege. I'm so thankful for the time that I got to work for the Lord. You know, I enjoyed my ministry, and I've enjoyed the work that God enabled me to do. And the thing I miss, you're looking at a house that's about to fall in, but the man inside is still young. He's still young. And I'm thankful for the college and what it means. And we're not getting the potentials from the college that we should. We got many things that can be and will be done if folks will get behind it, you know, and really push it. You got to do something about it. I never seen a church that done it on its own. Somebody's always had to push it. A revival never just happened, you know. It just took something to get it going. I want to thank Brother Ronnie Ham for his many kind words. He's been like a son to me, and I love him very much. There's been many people that God has helped me to have to work with over the years, and you know, most of the young men that work with me, and some young couples, I've had men and their wives, and my daughters travel with me in different ones, and I've enjoyed working with them. But I also had to be a little strict, you know, because you can't just take young people and turn them loose. I think about something when Brother Ronnie was talking. One time he said, "Pop, how old am I going to be that you won't whip me if I don't mind?" I said, "You're not going to get that old while you're working with me." And that was the truth. That's one understanding I had before we drove out of that yard at Huntington, that if he didn't mind, he'd sure get his fields plowed up, because I raised mine that way, and I never did have to spank him. Never did. He was a good boy. Now, he's talking about me telling him not to marry that woman he married. I'll tell you what, he was 17 years old when he's getting ready to get married, and I said, "Son, I think you're too young to get married." Well, apparently he wasn't, because they've had a good marriage. He's got a wonderful wife, and I love her. I loved her then. But I just thought this too young. But anyhow, he always likes to gouge me with that whenever time they come visit. You know, say, "What do you think? You think I've done a good job on this?" Well, he did. But anyway, we always have a little something to fun about. But folks, we got a college out there that needs help real bad. We really do. And we need your prayers and your backing. And I wasn't told what to say or that I was going to get to say anything. But I felt like I needed to say something in appreciation for this award that's given to me. I never done what I done for awards or ribbons or whatever, but they were done because God keeps the record. You know, a lot of times in this life, we never get the credit for the things we do. Somebody else steps in and they get the credit. But God is the one who keeps the record. And you that pray, and I've told many a person, say, "Brother Price, I wish I had your reward." I say, "Don't count on it, because there's lots of little old gray-headed ladies and little old brothers that nobody even hardly knows that's going to have a crown that'll probably out-surpass mine, because they prayed for me and they were faithful. You know, as Paul said, 'Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.'" You know, that's the thing, is being faithful unto death. It's not faithful for a while. There's a lot of people that's been in the limelight right in our General Assemblies. They're gone today. And I'll tell you something, if you stick to it till the end, that's what's important. That's the thing that's really going to count. It's been 3 years since I've been in this assembly, and I'm not able to be here today, but I am here. And I thank God for being here today. But listen, we need people out there to do something about some scholarships for our young people. There's young men and women. Last year there was a young married man, think he had a couple of children, come to me several times and said, "Brother Price, I don't know what I would have done if it hadn't been for your scholarship this year." Said it really helped me, and he's pastoring a church out in California right now. He went from Thomason College to California to pastor when he left here in the spring. And listen, folks, there's a lot of people be doing something with just a little more help. You know, it's hard to come to Cleveland and get a job and work and go to school. We're just one little college among 2 or 3 other colleges. There's 3 colleges I can think of here that are big colleges with a lot of students. And it's hard for our people to come here and get work. But if we had people, my daughter died 4 years ago this October coming. Now, many of you knew my daughter, but she died, and I wanted to make a scholarship in her memory. It wasn't as much as I wish I could have done, but you can only do what you can, you know. But if you've got a daughter that's gone on to be with the Lord, or a husband, or a wife, or a father and mother that you really loved and want to have a memory, you put a scholarship out there, even a small one, and every year it'll be helping some student to go to school. It'll help them to get be able to make better grades because they won't have to get out and scrounge around and try to find something washing dishes or working in some fast food store or restaurant. But we need people that will make a scholarship. Now, I wasn't told to say this. Fact is, they knew I was going to say it. They probably would have told me not to. But we need that. And some of you folks are like me. You're not going to be here a lot longer. And you know you're not going to take a thing with you. Nothing here. But what I think about, and I lay on my bed, and I can't preach anymore. I can't do anything, and I think, well, there's this brother and that brother that's out there doing something for God. Now, I'm bound to have a little part of that. You know, that's the thing. When you can't do it anymore, somebody's going to be doing the work. Praise God, these young people that marched in here that was representing Thomason College, many of them are the future state overseers and general workers that's going to see the church perfected. It's going to be perfected and presented to the Lord, a glorious church without spot or wrinkle. We got a lot of spots and a lot of wrinkles today. I think sometime that we could see the bride like she actually looked. It looked like she put on her beautiful garments and went out to look at the new pigs and fell in the hog pen. It's the truth. There's so much that we've hung on to and we want to hang on to that this world has to offer. Let's remember the covenant we took when we become members of the church. Let's remember the vow that we made before God and the witnesses there, that we'd accept the whole Bible rightly divided. The New Testament is our only rule of faith and practice, government discipline, that we'd walk in the light. What is the light? That's what's already been put there. You get in it, you stay in it. Too many people's gone out of it. They've gone back to decorating up. You're not a Christmas tree. Bless God, you don't need to be decorated up. He said he'd beautify the meek with salvation. Let's get in here and walk by the rule, mind the same things, and bless God, one day we'll be perfected. What I see today, I wouldn't want. You know, God led me, gave me a vision of the Church of God when I was still an Assembly of God fellow. And I'll tell you, I left the Assembly of God kicking and screaming. I was happy over there. I want you to know I was happy there. But when God revealed this to me, He revealed me the church. He didn't reveal individuals. He revealed the church. And that's the same church and the same teachings. It's not rules, bless God, it's teachings. And those are the things that we follow and walk by them. We all walk by the same rule. But when you walk by one rule in one state and go to another and walk by another rule, you got problems. And I go somewhere and I look like I fell into a church. You know, when I used to go, I thought I wasn't in the Church of God of Prophecy. I said, my Lord, look at these folks. I don't know what to expect. I think maybe I'd stepped in Assembly of God or some other church. And I told some of them, I said, I want to tell you something. You pull my coattail for preaching the truth, I'm going to take that flag over there and I'm going to march right down the aisle and take it out of the church and take it with me. God bless you.
God bless you.